What's going on, y'all? Some things I want to break down to you. Some things I want to explain to you. Because we've been watching these movies and these television shows for a pretty long time. And we haven't been really paying attention to the signs. So let's break down some of these signs. And again, this is Amir Ahmed Lucifer. This is Scientology. You remember the movie way back in the day, E.T. So it must have been the 80s movies. Now remember, E.T. in the movie used to always tell Elliot, E.T., phone home. Now why would E.T. tell it to phone home? And when the young girl said in the movie, she said, E.T., phone home. What did E.T. do? He did this here. He dialed 3, 2, 1. Watch the movie. And then you'll also see that in the movie, Elliot had E.T. When they was in a room, E.T. said, Elliot, phone home. E.T. phone home. And they showed a black shadow of a one go to his pineal. And he pointed to outer space. If you understand and comprehend that all of that happens in the past, it's meant for the present. The phone booth is synonymous because it's shredded in future mystery. If you remember the movie or show that came on, Dr.WHO. Dr.WHO in that series used to come on was in a what? He time traveled in a phone booth. And in different images they show, the phone booth having a crown up top. Then it'll say police booth. But why the phone booth? E.T. was on the phone. Dr.WHO is communicating on the phone, time traveling. Who else had a phone? A phone booth. In the old series, some shows used to show, SuperMan used to do what? He used to switch up. He used to change up. He used to go in the phone booth and change it to SuperMan. A phone booth. SuperMan went in the phone booth. So you see, it gets interesting. Because there's an old cartoon called The Underdog. An underdog is a dog. A cartoon dog. And the cartoon dog used to go in the phone booth and transform. And again, we talking about the phone again. The phone booth. Now remember, dog means God. Because it's spelled backwards, you get God. Now these are old shows and old cartoons. Let's talk about futuristic stuff. Now remember, E.T. in the movie placed his finger on the side of Elliot's temple and formed a triangle. And in that movie, you'll see above E.T. head is a illuminated pyramid of light, shine. He formed a pyramid on the side of Elliot's head, and above his head was a illuminated pyramid. Because Elliot is futuristic talk. The red that he had on is talking about the red bloodline. The connections, even in the picture that they showed of E.T. and Elliot, finger to finger. The E.T. that you will see in the image of E.T., it's a reptile eye, you see? And then not only that, when the fingers connect, you will see there's a number 3. Yeah. In that poster, you see a number 3 and the image of look like a unicorn, if you will. The horns of a unicorn, the 1, and then the 3, 13. Who else used a phone booth? Now these are cartoons, man. I'm telling you, there's things in plain sight. You remember the old cartoons that come on, they're called Inspector Gadget? Inspector Gadget had a helicopter that came from his head. He went in the phone booth to go into himself. This phone booth again. And in Inspector Gadget's hands, he had 2 hands that shot out this way and 3 hands that shot out the other way. 23. Y'all have to pay attention to these signs, because all of this is happening for a reason, because it's talking about what's to come. In the movie E.T., when E.T. had boarded his spacecraft, the dog walked past Elliot, went up the spacecraft and came back down and stood right beside Elliot, because dog means God and his boy is a God, because it's futuristic talk. And then when they move and E.T. went in the spacecraft, the light illuminating was purple. And then it showed Elliot's family. 2 older parents, and on the other side, 3 children. 23. Pay attention, y'all, because there's a lot more that's coming on Scientology. And it's a lot more that's about to come. It's about to happen. Be ready for the new movement, because there's a shift in consciousness. So you see, the Matrix wasn't in the phone booth for nothing. You see, Trinity was in the phone booth communicating with Neo, the one. Because Neo means 1, and Trinity, his woman, means 3. We talking about the 13th son. We talking about a new energy, new vibration. Step into the old, out with the new. Even the ancestors said the golden age. It's upon us. This is Amir. I'm a Lucifer. This is ÅMØNTOLOGY. Be prepared for more.
Resonate through a body is me, cause the energy is ET. I'm nothing that you can even think of. I'm more than anything that you can think of. I'm more than anything anybody think, cause I'm in my thinking, I'm more thinking like ET. Have to be energy, the energy connected through energy. And happy, the energy, it's the energy, it's the G that's inside of me. I'm Leo, like a Leo empire. The empire in me, I pie. I be that pie, I be 3.14, I be the circle pie. Resonate the ET, touch my finger